thought I'd start today's episode off a little bit differently with a pre-episode sort of rundown and brief of what occurs. If that works better, please say in the comments. If you've got any ideas, say below. But here we are. So we're on episode 7. Gosh, that is almost 2 months now. So this week, I signed up to Faction Warfare, moved all of the ships down that I needed, got them built, got ready. I was ready for the long haul of burning through all of the loyalty points I'd need to get a Vexor Navy issue, and did not realise how quickly, if I was being a bit risky, I would be able to get that done. I died a lot. I could have died more. The Goristas, bad guy rats, are awful. The players are even scarier, especially when they're dropping nullsec gear like flycatchers and stuff that just completely nullify any attempt to escape. But with that all said, my Tristans are designed to be cheap and disposable. All ships should be disposable to a point. Even got a couple of good fights and had some fun running away from some gate camps. But yeah, today's just a summary of joining Faction Warfare, going out finding systems to fight in, doing some fights, and then getting what I wanted. Finally getting that Vexor Navy issue blueprint copy. I am well on my way. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed today and have a fantastic session. Okay. So, last session we talked about all the planning required in getting the IS required to make the Vexor Navy issue. So today I'm working on getting those, loyalty points. I picked up a Iteron Mark V blueprint. It's quite expensive a little while ago. I say quite expensive, it's 10 million ISK. Just to help me haul a bunch of things, specifically haul a bunch of ships. But when I did it, I just always forget how cool the cinematic reveals are. Right. The Iteron 5 has always had a special place in my heart as just being a big old stick. We can carry more stuff by putting more things. It's all of the Iterons sort of mashed together. I love it. You used to only be able to fly it if you had Galente Industrial level 5, and each further level would unlock the slightly larger Iteron. This was before the fantastic update that gave all of the Iterons specific purpose. Like now, this one's purpose is the biggest cargo hold, but quite slow. The Nereus is smaller cargo hold and quite nippy, and then you got all these special haulers in between. Okay. Right, so I have used it to do a couple trips to bring an obscene amount of Tristans along. So I'll be using Tristans to farm the LP. So let's have a look. I'm going to just very quickly build those together. So if you didn't know how to do this, you can just click on fittings. You can go to your fittings. So I'm going for the Faction Warfare Plexer. I'm going to quickly remove this for the time being, just because I've got a bunch of different micro warp drives. But what I can then do is I can click fit ship. I've got 12 of them, so I can fit 12. I give them all names. Let's just give them the name Fat Man, because that was the old name for the Tristan, or the old sort of like in-game lore name. So we just build that. Fantastic. Then if we have a look, there they all are. I've got all of the different, all the different micro warp drives here. I'll just be slinging them on as and when I need. Let's just sling one of them. they're all very much, they just need to go fast and not be tier 1. That's all they are. Keep on going. I'm going to show you in a second, but I had a terrible loss the other day. There's a really good belt in a system, a low sec system. I dropped everything I was doing, and when it started mining in that system, a clone soldier came along. As that result, some more ISK, some more clone tag. I swapped to the Algos, ran across to it, and got absolutely murdered. I tried to get away, did alright. I managed to kill it in the end, so at least I got the ISK for that. But I lost my my first Algos, which was such a shame. Specifically for the civilian salvager, that was a nice little piece of kit to have because it was just like the fittings are absolutely minuscule, 1 and 5. Wasn't too bad though. I'm pretty sure I got the ISK. Let's have a look. Yeah, I did get the ISK for killing him, so it's not all bad. It just means when we head back to Alasheen, we're going to need to sort out we need to sort out new Algos. Okay, that's all of that for just building the ships. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to... Alright, so now we've got our Tristans all sorted out. Let's join faction warfare. So we are going to be choosing Empire, obviously. We're going to be choosing Galente. And a war with Caldari and Goristas. As soon as I do this, Caldari Militia and Goristas insurgency pilots can attack me wherever. We know what the benefits are. LP. Let's go for it. Doesn't mean I'll be leaving the corporation I'm in. That's just a risk I'm willing to take. Alright, we're in. Where are we? We're right here. And there is a lot of Caldari. Oh my god, Galente are kicking butt. Okay. So we've got the whole the map here of the current conflict area. What we can do is we essentially can't really do anything in these systems that I'm right next to. These light green ones, we're going to have to fly through. And we need to go to systems that are contested or at least frontline systems, which gives us some additional LP. We're probably going to either deplex or do something like that so that we can, yeah, there we go, so that we can earn some points like that. I haven't got long today, so we're just going to go to Najman for 8 jumps, but we're going for the less secure. Oh, great. Maybe not Najman then. I fancy going for Lawless. Well, I've got some rewards. Ooh, interesting. Cool. Right. Well, let's go.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Theoretically, I could capture something from this system, but there just wouldn't be any point to it. I'd get 1.9% of 1,000 loyalty points, which is just nothing. Now this is one where I could actually maybe do something. I think you go to the agency missions, is it faction warfare? I think it's literally have to click on the faction warfare tab. Or is it... I feel like it might be that one then. Okay. So, as soon as someone warps to one of these, they become visible. So the reason that the large is visible and the scout is visible is because someone's jumped them. So I'm going to warp to far away. So I'm going to warp to this gate here. I should be near that then. Oh, I'm not. Stop, 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 stop. Ah, well. It's just an absolutely gigantic system. I'm going to warp to over there, which they are both near the planet. So I'll warp to there in a moment.
Warp drive active.
I could take Brutal Space Pony. I would happily take Brutal Space Pony. I didn't insure my ship, but that's life. I'll be doing that after this one. All of these ships are very much ammunition. I'll be treating them as ammunition. There's no one there. There's a big old thing. So we're going to the scout.
Warp drive active.
Just get out of the way of this. People come in.
Warp drive active.
So they're both in the Shadow Cartel. Let's just see what happens. I know that they're... So purple means friendly, but friendly is a relative term within faction warfare. It's all about information and making sure that you know what you're going to be fighting against and who you're going to be fighting against. This is where your D-scan is super duper important. And you just sit in the site, hammering scan. There we go. So this is going to take 11 minutes for me to capture. So if I orbit it at 500. In fact, if I go over there, across. As long as you're within this big glowing circle, you are still capturing. Where I landed is where the where the kick-out sort of area for the Stargate is, or for the jump gate. Because I'm defensive plexing, I've got a Federation frigate with me. He's just chilling. He's not my enemy. He's in fact going to attack any Caldari rather that come in. You can't cloak, I believe, too far away from this. I'm in a Navy site, so that means only faction ships, pirate and whatnot can come in, as well as anything below. No tech too. So I'm just chilling, scanning this for the next 10 minutes. I'm just on wide scan at the moment. But if you're in a more more busy system, you would just do at 1, or if you're feeling very brave at 0.1, and that'll tell you that there's someone about to come into the site. Cool, so we've flipped to Galente now. Now if I was assaulting a Caldari site, I would have to kill this rat every time it spawned, as well as the other benefit is that you get full loyalty points. I'm only going to get 30% of the loyalty points for this system because I'm defensive plexing, but defensive plexing is theoretically safer. It's also important for like the long-term health of the war zone. No idea what a shipcaster does. Bam, we got it. So we got some standings increase, tiny one, and we got some loyalty points. What does that equal? 22. What an amazing addition. I can't believe that. It's so beautiful. Right, so we're not bothering with any of these ones. But it was just interesting to see and try it. Oh, that was such a waste of my life. I'm gonna dock up. I'm gonna go look for a new station or a new site.
Warp drive active.
So after another hour or so of finding some sites, running around, getting killed a couple times, I had 30,000-ish loyalty points. How crazy is it that that was so quick and easy to get compared to some of the other steps that we're going through? I really enjoyed faction warfare, and it took everything in me not to join in and fleet up with people. It's some of the most fun you can have within EVE. I would love to do some multiplayer-esque stuff that could still exist within the Ironman. I think we're going to do some RP stuff. Again, I've been talking about that quite a lot, or rather occasionally throughout the whole series. I'll probably make the next one a more sort of bit of a different feel to it, because now that we've got the LP, we've got the in this clip where you see that I'm going to grab the BPC. We're going to go out and try and do some fun, weird stuff that can exist only within this strange playthrough, or this strange type of playthrough. Again, it's been fantastic. Just have so many people just chat in the game to me, just asking how the Ironman's going. It's really lovely. Occasionally people say that I'm insane, and it is not how to play the game, but you play it however you want to play it. Have a fantastic rest of whatever it is you're doing. Thanks again, and I will try to get another episode to you, maybe before the end of the week. Alright, have a good one.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.